Dallas, Texas, and the Texas State Fair. And for the better part of a century, the Sooners and Longhorns have defined conferences, national titles, and how regions of the country are perceived based on the outcome of this game. When these two meet, everybody pays attention. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Looking for a productive play on first down. Going to the running game. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the ground game. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. And the Longhorns looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. The play action fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping 2 hands on the ball.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
He'll pitch it. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to throw it straight. And they got him for the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They're able to put a stop. The offense set for a first down play. He's going to pass. unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Line getting set on second down.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Drake. Coming after it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attack.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to it. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to move it through the air. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Finds his big tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. They'll throw it on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Polk. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. Off the play fake. Escapes the sack. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Going for it all. Can't hook up on the long. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The RPO, it's complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. On the move at the 30. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our... So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Looking for a man. It's Drake. They're trying to get to him. Myers on the move. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Getting some heat. Going to try to get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. And here comes the offense on second down. On the option. Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to him. And they got him. They'll get him down.
Your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable. This defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. The heat was coming, and the punter gets a gold star for avoiding catastrophe. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Red pass, it's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Throws for the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. 2nd and 10 here. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting where it was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Just a crushing mistake on the penalty wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. Makes the catch. It's Pope.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find...
Touchdown, Longhorns! First down for this offense. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Castillo. Finds his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a...
And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And he is... It's a one-possession game in the 4th. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that pass intercepted. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things...
Oh, he wants it all. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this. He's looking deep. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Massive score, now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, we win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? You want to go for it?
So you think this is automatic? This extra point attempt is filled with pressure. And he needs this one for the tie. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. to the air on first down. Lets it fly. Incomplete, the final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Looking to throw, it's Castillo. He looks that one in nicely.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He's got the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime!
Game on the line. They've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
Man, that's why I want the ball second in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run in the end zone, and end the football game.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.